Can I start by asking for your name and title?
Pastor Dr. Reba Haley.
Can you spell that for me?
PASTORDRREBA HALEY.
Can you start by telling me a little bit about what you've seen in terms of shelter usage this year versus years past?
We have seen this has been an unprecedented year for our cold weather shelter, as we've been in this for 5-10 years. But this has been unprecedented. The weather conditions has really caused us to see an increase in homelessness in Hillsborough County.
And so what does this organization do? What is your main goal?
Our goal here, I am the founder and executive director of Tampa Bay Mission of Hope. We're a nonprofit organization established to end homelessness and poverty and provide services for those who are displaced, as well as with homeless or without heat. And I'm also the pastor of our church.
Can you tell me a little bit about how this has been going so far in the last few days to, I guess, over the last couple weeks now?
We have been open every day this week, and we're at Thursday. We'll be open, I understand, perhaps up until Saturday. We were open last week, 4 nights a week. This is unprecedented for us as far as our community.
And unprecedented equals what? Is it stretching you guys thin at all? What's that been like?
It's causing the need. There are so many needs for the population that are displaced or that are homeless and that don't have heat, which means they need more services, and we need more facilities and more partners with Hillsborough County government to meet the needs of all the people. All the shelters last night were full. I mean, overcapacitated full. And so we need more partners with Hillsborough County government, as well as we need more resources for those persons who are mentally ill or have substance abuse, or just the teacher who doesn't have enough money to pay her rent. She's sleeping in her car, she's coming to the shelter. We offer showers here to take a bath.
What has this room looked like over the last couple of days? How many people would you say you've
We
held?
had 20 people. We are able to facilitate 20 in our sanctuary. We convert our sanctuary to a shelter, and then we convert it back on Sundays. But we take these tables down. These are where they eat. We take them down, and then we convert them to the mats that you'll see over there, and give them blankets. We provide a hot meal for them, and we give them breakfast in the morning. We provide packs for them where they can take a shower, where they can brush their teeth. They have deodorant, they have lotion, these kinds of things that you and I have that have homes.
How big of a deal is that for these people?
It's a big deal for them. The shower was a really keen thing for them, because we did a survey, because what they said they wanted, if I can't have a place to live, if I can have a hot meal and a shower. And that has really, we've been able to provide that for them. And it's unfortunate. We're talking about people who are sleeping in their car, people who are teachers' aides, who just don't have enough money to pay for the rent that they did. The rents are astronomical, and as indicated, the income is not going up, but the price of everything else is.
What do you, for people that are dealing with this on a day-to-day, some people may be concerned about going into shelters even during cold weather. What would you say to those people? Shelters,
we provide a safe. We're a church. We're faith-based. I think the partnership is with faith-based organizations, and so we provide a safe, loving, humanity, empathetic environment here at this facility. And I believe all of Hillsborough County cold weather shelters do that. That is a standard that we set, that you treat people like you want to be treated. We understand they've been displaced. We understand they have issues, but that's somebody's daughter, somebody's father, somebody's son, and it could be yours. So how would you want somebody to treat your child, or your brother, or your mother, your father? So we push that as Hillsborough County government and the shelters. We expect our shelter operators to treat them with respect and with kindness.
On top of health outcomes, right? Because if you're out in the cold, it might not be.
Yeah, and we are grateful that we have a nurse that has developed medical protocols for us to provide cough drops, aspirins. We had people that were sick. We had to send a person to the hospital that was coughing and had issues. So we've tried to, with a community support, we've tried to put everything in place that they would need while they're staying here temporarily from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
It looks like cold weather is going to continue. It's kind of looking like this might not be the end of it. So, with that being said, that would probably result in the need for these shelters for even longer. What does that? Is there any concerns for you guys going forward in terms of resources? What is the main hurdles you guys may face if you keep it open for a longer period of time?
Just we can use really what we see here, and we're in Valrico in the East County, is that the need for coats, hats, gloves, monetary donations to help us to buy the food and to buy the paper towels and the toilet paper, the thing that we need. We need that help. That's what we're going to see, because when they come in, they come with needs. They need blankets, they need hats, they need gloves, they need pants, they need underclothes, they need these things. And so we try to, with our community partners, to supply that for them.
Is there any lessons that you can learn from this being such a long run for potential future long runs?
I think the lesson that we're learning is that to have more empathy. That's the lesson that I really take. To have more empathy and more caring. I think we talked about, I sent a young lady, we see single women that are coming in. We're an adult facility only. We don't house children here. And so we had a young lady who was single, and we have another young lady who came here just with some friends, and it didn't work out when she left her city, and we were able to send her back to Tennessee. Back to Tennessee yesterday to her mother, who was looking for her and concerned, and she called me last night, and she arrived in Tennessee as we reunited her with her mother. We're sending another young lady today who come here from another state. We're reuniting her to her family, who is in North Carolina, working with Hillsborough County government to make sure that we do that to help those that are less fortunate. We're doing all we can do to show the love of God to people that are just displaced and that are going through issues.
How big of a deal can that be, and how much of an issue can that be for single women that are here and potentially homeless?
It is a big deal. We're working on now, my nonprofit now opened up Naomi's Safe House, which is a female shelter that I'm working on now. We've incorporated 501c3. We're working on trying to find a facility and a building where we can house women that are single. And to provide a safe place. But some of these women are victims of domestic violence. Some of them are just displaced. They have their children in foster care. They've lost their benefits, and so they don't have a job. And so we're trying to open Naomi's House, which is a safe house for women, to help those women that are displaced and help them reunite them with their family, with their children. So that is our goal and objective here at Tampa Bay Mission Board.
Do you know when that could potentially be opened up?
We're looking for sponsors and people to donate, and to donate us a building or donate us financial resources to help us to do that. We are a nonprofit. We can accept cars, donations, any donations that can help us to help those that are less fortunate. We do need a temporary housing. We need affordable housing. I mean, it's a real issue. This is just not a cold weather issue. This is just housing is just an issue. It's beyond the cold weather. It's that they just don't have enough financial resources to pay the astronomical amounts of rent. Rent for one bedroom in an apartment is $1,600. I mean, so that's not including your light bill or your car insurance or to purchase food. It's a real issue, housing. So we're looking to open Naomi's House with the support of our community, financial support of our community. We're looking to do that hopefully very soon.
You know, I just want to go back quickly to that unprecedented. You started by saying this is unprecedented. When did you kind of realize that this was an unprecedented thing going on?
Really, for us, last week. We realized last week. 4 days in a row. We've never, ever, in the years that I've been working with the county and being partners with them and being never had 4 days straight. Now we're going on 5-6 days straight. This is unprecedented for us in this county. So we've never seen this before. And I've been in with partners, and they've been partnered for years. We've never seen this before.
Does that change anything on a day-to-day basis? Because, I might have to be open until potentially next week. Or does that change your approach? Does it change how you kind of allocate resources? Does it change anything?
It just changes the need that we need more volunteers and more donations. That's what it does, to say we need more community help and more community partnerships and more donations to help us meet the increased need as we go. We don't know how long we're going to be open, but we're committed to the process of helping those that are displaced and less fortunate in our community. And that, however long that is, we're here for the long haul.
Those are largely my questions. Was there anything you wanted to add?
Well, just, that we do need community partners, and we do need, housing is an issue. We do need people to partner with the government to provide affordable housing. If they have a rental assistance and those kinds of things, the county is willing to partner with you. If you have housing, they'll pay for your rent. So the county government is our partner, and they're willing to help us to do what God as a faith-based organization called us to do. As with Naomi's house, we need a building, we need financial donation. We need your help to help us. We can't do it alone. Government can't do it alone. We are partners together, making a difference in our community and in the lives of people. That could be your daughter, could be my daughter, could be my son. So we're partners with the government to make a difference in our community.
Thank you for the time.
Thank you very much for having me
I have
here.
a question.
Oh, sure. Go ahead, Chris.
Dr. Reba, I don't fully understand sort of what it means to send somebody home to Tennessee. So can you help me understand, in the 20 plus years you've been serving this community, have you ever filled somebody's car up with gas and told them to call you when they get home to their mom 2 states away? And if not, or even if so, can you walk me through the conversations you had with this person to help you understand that that's the level of intervention in her life that was needed?
And the mother, because you didn't just send her, you coordinated.
I coordinate with her mother. Let me just say this, and yes, Chris, as a pastor and as a therapist, I have sent women home out of our own pocket. I paid for that to them to go back. And what happened is when they come here, I talk to them. I'm a therapist, so I talk to them about their mental health, where they are, how did you get to this? How did you get here, and how can we help you? So that's how that conversation came. We talked with her. We found out she came here with some friends to another state. She's a single female. Thought it was going to work. It didn't work. So now I'm saying, can you go back home? Because I believe, and I know this as a therapist, if you have a support system, you can make it if you've got family support, somebody to help you get through. She said, my mother just told me last week I can come home. I didn't want to go home because I want to be independent. I said, but right now you're in a state you know no one. You have no family here. You need your mother. I called the mother. The mother said, where's my daughter? I didn't know where she was. Please, Dr. Reba, send her home to me. The mother said she wanted her to come back. I put gas in her car, gave her $100, sent her on her way. Back to her mother when she arrived in Tennessee. It's funny because she called me and she said, when she was on her way, she called me. She said, Pastor Reba, there is a snowstorm in Georgia. I said, just keep driving. You're going to get to Tennessee. You're going to get to Tennessee. So she kept driving. When she got there last night, her and her mother called me to let me know she had arrived safely into Tennessee. The same with this young lady we're sending to North Carolina. We spoke with her mother. I spoke with her mother. Her mother indicated she's been looking for her daughter, and she didn't know where she was. This young lady's been in Tampa for 4 days, came here, just got displaced, and I called her mother, and the mother said, please send my daughter home, and we're going to do that.
And this all happened in the span of during a cold weather shelter?
2 days. This was yesterday and today.
So you kind of seeing these cold weather shelters as an opportunity to help people in different ways?
Right. I think instead of people are coming here and now they're experiencing this. Florida is known as the sunny state, not so sunny right now. So people now are like, okay, it's a little nippy. And I don't have the appropriate clothes to come. The young lady that's here now, I just bought her some shoes because she didn't have any shoes. Somebody unfortunately took her shoes when she was here. So I took her and bought her some shoes today. So she would have some shoes. But it's just, they come, I coordinated with their families, that their families are willing to accept them to get back. I call their moms to make sure it's okay. We have to have a person on the other end to receive you if I'm sending you back. And I asked the mothers to call me when your daughter arrived so I can know that she made it safe. And I really had tears in my eyes, and I think about it now, and I'm really so grateful. Really very grateful that I had an opportunity to help this young lady get back home to her mother. Her mother is a neurologist. And to see this young girl who would just experience trauma because of something that happened in her life that caused her to just drop out of school, and your mother's a neurologist. It was my commitment to reunite her with her mother so she could go and be great. So it really was touching to me. So I was really very happy. Sorry I'm so emotional, but that really touched my heart to make sure she reunited with her mother, because I know her mother was concerned about her daughter.
Please do not worry about being emotional. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you,
Seriously.
thank you.
Good job,